These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
Do Marcus
Not
Smart,
rumor.
because this is
Okay.
actually like substance that people.
Yes, of course. All right. I think one of our last, not shorts, but like the clip videos we do, which, shameless plug in the middle of the show. Go check out the How About Them Celtics YouTube channel. How About Them Celtics podcast on YouTube. Hit us up with a subscriber. We're almost at 150. We're climbing there. Road to 1,000, a long road, but eventually we'll get there. One of the last things we talked about was how great Marcus Smart has been, or had been the last time we recorded, and he is continuing to be amazing. He put up a career high 15 assists against the Hornets. Only played 3 quarters. He did not play a single minute in the fourth, so he had 15 assists through 3 quarters. I actually asked my first press conference questions as media the other day. Worked up the courage. I asked Joe Mazzulla about it. I'm a shy guy.
It's a true thing. I don't blame you in the slightest. I wanted to observe. That is valid.
I wanted to observe the first few times, but I asked
very
Joe Mazzulla,
respectable by you, by the way.
Exactly. Thank you.
Technically, you are entering a new workplace, and the proper way to enter a workplace is by not being heard.
Exactly.
People shouldn't know you unless they already know you. If you're coming in a workplace and everybody's like, "Dude, why won't this guy stop talking?" That's a problem. Just in case you didn't know.
Exactly.
There are people that need to hear this. There are legitimately people that need to hear that.
Yeah, embarrassing moment. I wasn't gonna say this on here, but I don't think it matters that much. You walk in like hallways back to the press conference room in the back hallways, right?
Yeah.
And so people pass you. There's these really skinny hallways where you have to go back to get there. And I pass someone, right? Just says, "Hey, how you doing?" I say, "How you doing?" Be a nice guy. Takes me 3 seconds to realize that it was Brad Stevens. I was like, shoot, I should have said hello. Because like by the time I realized who it was,
you said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Of course, he said hi. I said, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah, so that's normal. No, you handled it perfectly.
Okay.
Because he's probably like, "Wow, that guy is cool. He didn't even care that I was Brad Stevens." Like,
I know, but I've been trying.
If you realized it was Brad Stevens, you would have been nervous. You weren't nervous. That's the point. That's not good.
I was nervous when I realized who I said hi to afterwards.
Yeah, but you weren't nervous saying hi to him. If you realized that was Brad Stevens, it would have not went as well as it did. I'm telling you right now, it would not.
Again, it was a very brief "Hi, how are you doing?" pass in the hallway, which was normal. Next time, though, I want to introduce myself.
Now he knows you're cool. He's like, this guy's not going to berate me. He's not going to attack me. He's not going to ask me a bunch of dumb questions about being a fan or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, he's cool. He's the "Hey, how you doing?" guy. He's not. But
I thought that was funny though, because pass right by him. Anyways, point is, I asked Joe Mazzulla a question. I said, "Hey, Marcus Smart. Obviously, Joe, you've been with him for." Sorry, I have the hiccups again. Been with him over the years during your time in Boston. His role has changed a lot in the last couple of years. Full-time point guard last season. Now this year, he's kind of picking up the pace as a playmaker. And Joe basically said, "I have full trust in him to run the offense." And the biggest thing is he's seeing the possession before it happens. And I think you see that a lot with Smart this year, obviously, at least as a passer, because he's been one of the best point guards in the league this year, or at least lately,
fifth in
right?
assists. It's not a scary thing to say. It's true.
In the NBA?
In the NBA, yeah, he's 5th in assists in the league. No. Total assists, he's 5th.
Total this season. Like average or total?
Total. I saw it on Twitter today.
Really? I didn't know it was that great. Yeah, Marcus Smart is 5th in the league in assists. Wow.
Yeah, okay. He's really good.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, he is.
There's still people that like hate him. And like, I still have a friend that will tell me he's not good. Ray, that comes to basketball, he tells me he's not good. I sent him a message yesterday. He said, I'll believe it if he does it against a real team. That's what he said to me.
He's done it against real teams this year.
I mean, in fairness, like it was Plumlee and the boys yesterday, but like,
well, of course, but 15 assists is also a ridiculous number of assists.
No, it is.
Not
you're right. I'm not denying it. I'm just saying it was Plumlee, Oubre, and then all the fellas off the street.
Plumlee and the fellas. No, but Marcus Smart's been one of the best passers in the league this year. He had 12 assists against Memphis. Did Ray forget about that? Memphis is a good team. I'm looking at others. I mean, he had 7 in the opener. Against
this
Philly.
Is worst case scenario for him. It's okay.
True.
This is he went to sleep and had a nightmare.
No, yeah. Marcus Smart is 5th in assists, which is crazy. I didn't realize that. Thank you for enlightening me, Sam. But Marcus Smart has been amazing this year with the ball in his hands. Joe Mazzulla said he completely trusts him during the offense. Marcus Smart talked about it during his press conference. He says, Abby Chin asked, she goes, excuse me, how are you seeing the floor? And Smart, he goes, with X-ray vision, which is just like kind of true. Like the way he's passing, the way
Yeah, I
he's
saw that in your headline.
seeing
I thought that was
everything.
really cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great quote. And there was a video on Twitter that came out of after the Luke Cornett alley-oop, which, by the way, fire, of him like doing the bird thing and Smart pointing towards the camera. Somebody on Twitter said it looks like they're in the backyards, kids playing superheroes, because they were like kind of pointing and like doing the bird thing, which is funny. I asked him about that, and he goes, he's effectively said it starts in the locker room. Like, we're just like there for each other, and we're just a close-knit group this year. Not that we didn't have that same, fondness of each other last year, but we've got more guys now, and it's just like they're having fun. And Marcus Smart is a big part of that. And I think the reason he's improved so much as a playmaker last year is, you have to remember, last year was the first time the Celtics ever trusted him to put the ball in his hands. And he averaged a career high in assists. He won Defensive Player of the Year, and that still wasn't good enough for people. And now this year, like you said, he's top 5 in total assists so far. He's averaging 7.5 on the season, which is by far a career high. I think almost like 1.6 higher than he's ever averaged before. And he's leading the best team in the league as their starting point guard. And when I say leading, I mean leading. Obviously, Tatum and Brown are going to get most of the credit because they're the best players. But Marcus Smart is absolutely leading this team. And it's like he's been so good.
It sucks because Bobby put out a list the other day of like all these players in the Eastern Conference, like that could be all-stars, and he put Smart at the bottom.
I saw this.
And like, it just sucks that there's so much talent at the guard position in the East, because it's really not realistic for him to get on. But this is the best he's ever played. And
by far,
we were raving last year about how much he'd improved as a playmaker and how much he's shaken the bad habits. This year, he's taken a mega jump. We talk about guys taking jumps all the time, especially like Jaylen Brown, who tends to come back every year better at something. This is unbelievable. Yeah, X-ray vision is absolutely right. He has crazy vision. He makes crazy passes. It's an insane thing to watch. And he's not even turning the ball over, really. Yeah. He's fantastic. And he trusts the guys around him like he should. I mean, they're all good at shooting threes, so why wouldn't you? He's making the extra pass now. The thing that people always said he didn't do, he's actually shooting pretty decent right now. I believe he's shooting a career high from the field at the very least at 44%. I don't know.
Yeah, career high, 44.1.
Career high. It's pretty close.
3-point percentages would be his second best ever, behind that 2018-19 season. He's shooting 35.
Don't forget,
this year.
If you want to like cherry pick stats too, cut out like the first like 4 games because he was really bad.
Yep.
He was really like not good to start this season. And now
he really struggled.
Filthy. He has figured it out. He's playing at the highest level he's ever played at. He's leading the team to the best record in the league as the starting point guard.
Still a top-notch defender.
Yeah, he's still defending.
Deep boy.
Does he make?
He's phenomenal.
Could he make it all NBA?
Do we want to talk about this? Do we want to talk about all-stars right now, quick? Since we
no, I don't want to, because then that goes into me not knowing stuff. But like, seriously. I wonder if this team like really pops off. He could make an all NBA team as like the third team.
I don't
as the
think
point
so.
guard.
He's only averaging 11 points, and of course, I'm like,
that's true. The points is brutal. I saw somebody on Reddit today like post the stats between him and Drew Holiday, and like they were like when you start dialogue and like all the stats are the same, but Holiday averages like 6 more points.
Yeah, it's because
the defense might not be as good, and all the other things that we all rave about all the time, but I really don't know what the point of that post was. It was kind of bad. Like, I was like, what's going on here? However, the assists are crazy, and I think that 7.5 number is going to go up. I truly do. I think he's just been on a tear, and he's figured it out. Whatever he's doing is working. He's having a 15 assist night without Jaylen Brown playing.
Yeah, no, he's phenomenal. There's not really much else you can say about it other than he's been the third best player on this team. Would we put him third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Third best player.
super controversial.
Well, there's
All
a lot of
three
good
the
players.
guards have been playing really well. White and Brogdon both have been averaging about the same numbers, about like 14 points, 4 assists, around that, both shooting really well.
Mhm.
But Marcus is the one doing the most of the distributing. He's really in charge of that.
Yeah, no, it's been great. But in terms of guards, like you said in the East, just we don't have to like full on talk about the All-Star conversation, but you can only have a max of 6 guards on a
Yeah,
team.
like you have Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie.
Mhm.
He's playing games, so he's probably going to get in because they all love him. Harden is in the East. I mean,
have
I
the
don't
list
know
here.
if he's going to get in because he's been kind of injured and in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, I have it here. Harden, Kyrie, like you said, if they play enough games.
Garland.
Trae Young, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, DeJounte Murray's in the East now.
Mhm.
Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers are good, and he's been playing
Yeah,
great. He'll probably be
Halliburton.
an All-Star.
Halliburton might be the.
I agree. No, yes, he's up there. He's up there. He's
no,
up there.
like I was gonna say, like the best point guard in the league.
He's you're not far off. Like he's definitely up there. But you'd probably take Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, but like Halliburton's knocking on the door of top 5. We'll put it that way. Jaylen Brown counted as a guard in years past. I know the Knicks aren't great, but Jalen Brunson's putting together a great season. He's got an argument. Like there's a lot of guys. Marcus Smart would have to fight through it. It would probably take it would probably take like Drew Holiday. We didn't even mention. The Bucks are really good. The Celtics would probably have to be like close to a 40 win team by the All-Star break, like right,
Which
like
is possible.
40, I'm not saying it's
20
not,
games, you've won 17. 21 games, you've won 17.
Very possible, but it's not. It's gonna be an uphill battle. I'll put it that way for Marcus Smart to get into the All-Star team.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.